God's chosen ones, God's signs. You are about to leave God's chosen one. Can you feel it? A deep trembling within your soul, a whisper that cannot be silenced. Tonight is the night a sign will appear, a sign that could change everything if you truly pay attention. Listen closely. A bell tolls softly in the night. A strange light breaks through the darkness. The numbers 711 and 4404 flash before your eyes. This is no coincidence. It is the call of the Most High. Tonight, destiny is calling you forward. Take a deep breath. Feel the stillness around you. The soft wind sliding through the cracks of the door. The faint golden glow spilling in from the porch into the darkened room. Your heart beats faster because your soul has sensed this stirring for a long time, but never as clearly as now. You've seen the strange coincidences, the doors opening at the right time, the dreams repeating themselves. These have been God's signs sent to you long ago, and now they are gathering, pointing you toward a great shift. You ask yourself, am I ready? But even that question is a reminder you are not alone. On this path, uncertainty, fear, and delays are but carpets rolled out for your feet to step upon. Abraham once walked without a map. Gideon doubted himself, but was still called, and Moses trembled, but went forth. And you, God's chosen one, you too are standing at that threshold, where the heavenly call resounds within your heart. And as you listen in this moment, as you feel your heartbeat align with the rhythm of the universe, know that God is opening a door made only for you. Tonight is the beginning of a journey your soul has been prepared for. Open the eyes of your heart, let the light lead you, and welcome the sacred message that is coming to you. God's chosen ones. As you hear these words, pause for just a moment and listen. God has already sent you the sign. Do you feel it? The night folds around you so still that each heartbeat echoes in the room. A flicker of light cuts through the darkness, a gentle breeze brushes your hair, and perhaps you hear whispers as if your own soul is being awakened. You feel a deep stirring inside, a pulse you cannot explain, as if someone is gently nudging you out of your comfort zone. Moments you once overlooked, the repeating dreams, the sudden numbers, the words from a friend or a chance, arriving at just the right time, all of these are now converging, forming an unseen map guiding you to a destined meeting. You shiver, a strange current moving through your body, your heart beating faster, your breath growing heavier, yet inside a quiet peace begins to bloom. This is no random feeling. It is the voice of God reminding you that you have been chosen, that the path ahead, though still unclear, is opening only for you. In this moment, let your heart open wide. Let the light lead you. Let each breath merge with that inner calling. A vital message is on its way. A personal prophecy meant just for you, God's chosen one. And as you keep watching, each detail, each sign, each small moment will begin to reveal itself, guiding you to the turning point your soul has been waiting for all along. Part 1. Recognizing the signs and the inner calling, God's chosen ones. Take a moment to pause and truly listen. Right now, as you hear these words, your heart may be beating faster, your breath may feel a little heavier, and within you, a strange vibration begins to rise, one you may never have noticed before. Those unsettled feelings you thought were just shadows, those moments of loss, those sudden changes, those quiet waves of confusion. None of them are random. These are the signs God's chosen one. They are whispers from God, reminders that your soul is awakening. Each heartbeat, each trembling, each inner stirring is a message. Do not ignore the whisper in your soul. You may have felt out of place, like you don't belong here, or even confused, as if everything around you had lost its balance. Perhaps it was a dream repeating over and over, a number appearing again and again, an unexpected opportunity you couldn't explain, or a gentle piece of advice from a friend that somehow pierced straight into your heart. All those tiny signs, when you look back, become a thread leading you toward a path God prepared long ago, a path that only you can walk. And now, God's chosen one, you are standing on that threshold, ready to step into a journey no one else can walk for you. Take a deep breath. Feel each breath. Feel the trembling moving through your body. What do you sense? A soft shiver, a strange calm mixed with anticipation. This is the moment of inner calling, the place where God begins to awaken your soul, where you discover the hidden power you may have never dared to believe you hold. It is not mere awareness, it is a direct calling, a personal prophecy. Do not ignore the whisper in your soul. Do not overlook it. Do not run from it. Do not delay. That whisper never comes to the wrong heart. It arrives precisely to you at this moment, at the time you need it most to awaken. Look around and you may notice everything around you arranging itself with a subtle order you had never seen before. A flicker of light through the dark, a distant bell tolling, or a small gesture from a stranger, all of them are signals. Every event, even the smallest, may be God's way of telling you that you are not alone. Let your heart open, let yourself feel each tremor, each sign, each opportunity. This is the inner calling, the place where your power and your mission begin to unfold. Let me tell you how these signs often show up in the everyday lives of chosen ones. It may be an email arriving right when you felt lost. It may be a conversation that seems accidental but opens a road you had never imagined. It may be a small event that makes you pause and wonder, why am I here in this exact moment? This is not coincidence. Every detail, every opportunity, every reminder is delicately arranged like an unseen map guiding you step by step towards your destiny. Have you noticed how those moments of unease, those repeating dreams, or those sudden opportunities all carry a message? They remind you that you are being led, that your soul is awakening. And now, as you listen to these words, let yourself feel that calling completely. It is the voice of God, gentle but certain. You are the one I have chosen. You have a unique mission. You have been guided here. You may find it strange that the moments you once overlooked suddenly feel more important than ever. A number repeating 777 or 444, showing up on the clock in your dreams or in daily conversation. The light glimmering through a doorway, the sound of a bell echoing at night. A small gesture from someone near you, a word that seems casual but leaves you feeling comforted and protected. This is the delicate moment when your heart slows, recognizing the unseen power guiding you. God's chosen ones realize that no moment is meaningless. Every second, every sign is leading you to a sacred turning point. The stirring inside you, even if at first it feels like worry, confusion, or doubt, is actually the light guiding your steps. It reminds you that even when you feel alone, even when you don't yet see the road ahead, God is walking beside you. In this very moment, let your heart open and listen. Breathe deeply and feel. Feel each breath, each heartbeat, each vibration. This is not random. This is a direct calling, a personal message that only you can hear and understand. The silent moments, the bells ringing, the light piercing the darkness, all of it is converging, summoning your inner self, awakening the power and mission God has already given you. Remember, you are God's chosen one. No one else can walk this path for you. The challenges, the unease, the perfectly timed opportunities, all are lessons, all are signs, all are reminders that you are being guided. And as you follow this stirring, you will see that the tiny signs, the gestures that seemed meaningless, are the stepping stones paving your sacred path, the path your soul has been waiting for. Let the light lead you. Let your heartbeat align with the pulse of your soul. The quiet moments, the saving gestures, the ringing bells, even the numbers flickering around you, all are the map. You will realize that it is no accident you are here in this moment. Your mission, your power is awakening, being summoned. This is the first step, God's chosen ones, the first step of the journey. God set apart for you, where you realize you are not alone, where you begin to trust the guidance, where you feel your true power rise. And now keep your heart open so the next signs can grow clearer. Watch, listen, feel. Do not miss a single moment. Everything you see, everything you feel is a direct message from God. Every timely opportunity, every gentle reminder, every repeating dream, all of it is calling you, reminding you that you are chosen, that you have a unique power and mission, and that everything you experience is guiding you toward the next turning point of your sacred life. God's chosen ones. Let this moment sink deeply into your soul. Let the light, the sound, the breath, and even the smallest signs converge and guide you into the deeper knowing you are chosen. You are guided. You are walking the path where your power and mission unfold. This is the moment of inner calling, the place where every sign, every opportunity, every vibration connects to show you that you are on the right path, that your soul is awakening, and that you will never be alone on this sacred journey. Part 2. The Journey of Trials and Faith. God's chosen ones. As you move forward from the moment of inner calling, you will realize that the road ahead is far from smooth. Challenges, they are not random, but a way for God to refine your soul, expand your heart, and strengthen your faith. Every storm, every moment of confusion or fear you experience is an opportunity to grow, to recognize the latent power flowing within you. Look to the figures in the Bible, the chosen ones who walked before you, to see that no trial is meaningless, no fear insurmountable. Let us begin with Abraham. He was called to leave behind everything, familiar home, family, possessions, even the map of his life. With no clear guidance, only God's promise, Abraham stepped forward. Imagine yourself as Abraham in that moment, a heart brimming with worry, feet hesitant, yet a soul echoing the call, "I will guide you." Abraham chose to trust, even when the path ahead was shrouded in uncertainty with no clear light to lead the way. He moved forward, because within his heart an invisible yet steadfast faith had awakened. God's chosen ones, you too stand before such a path, where sometimes everything seems undefined, yet the divine signal is always present, quietly guiding you. Next is Gideon. He once thought himself too weak, unworthy, and wanted to hide. But God came to him, whispering to his heart, "You are stronger than you see. I am with you, my warrior." Feel that moment, God's chosen ones, when light pierces the darkness, when God's whisper softly resounds in the soul. Gideon stood up, ready to embrace his mission. And so can you. Perhaps you feel anxious, uncertain, or doubt your own abilities. Yet these challenges are God's invitation to help you recognize your true power. Moses, standing before Mount Sinai, trembling at the task of leading his people through the wilderness, facing Pharaoh, facing what seemed an impossible challenge. Yet he trusted. And that trust turned fear into strength. Imagine the moment he lifted his hand over the sea waves threatening to overwhelm, and witnessed the miracle unfold, the path to freedom revealed. God's chosen ones. Your trials may seem overwhelming too, but trust that the protective light is always present, guiding each step, even when you cannot clearly see. David, a young man confronting the giant Goliath with the doubts of those around him, with the risk of defeat looming. Yet he trusted in the power God granted, and with a simple stone, a humble sling, David triumphed. Hear this, God's chosen ones. Victory does not come from external strength, but from faith, from a heart willing to follow the divine call, from the courage to rise, even when all seems against you. Esther, a young woman entering the palace facing life or death danger, unimaginable fear and pressure. Yet she rose, fulfilled her mission, protected her people, and through courage, faith, and the power bestowed by God, Esther changed the destiny of an entire nation. And you, God's chosen ones, are also stepping into a moment where your decisions, your faith, your courage, will open a sacred door shaping the destiny God has prepared for you. Let me remind you once more, trials are not punishment. They are opportunities to discover your potential, to realize that you are guided and protected by divine power. Moments of fear, worry, or apparent helplessness, all are measures of faith, stepping stones into the journey you were chosen for. And when you feel weak, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Listen to the surrounding sounds, the ringing bell, the faint light piercing the darkness, the gentle whisper of your soul, all reminding you that you are not alone. Trust. Even when the path ahead is unclear, the protective light is ever present. A small act, a silent prayer, a gesture of rescue from someone nearby. All are signs that God is leading, protecting, and empowering you to overcome every trial. God's chosen ones, you will realize that in every challenge, in every tense moment, there is a reminder you are chosen, you are strong, you are not alone. And as you walk with this faith, every step, every decision, every moment of fear or doubt becomes a testament to the latent power, to the divine ability flowing within you. Look back at Abraham, Gideon, Moses, David, Esther. They all faced trials, feared, doubted themselves, yet they walked forward. And so can you, God's chosen ones. Walk on even if the path is hard, even if fear looms large. For divine power is always beside you, protecting, guiding, and opening opportunities you never imagined. Feel this subtle moment, light piercing the darkness, a distant bell ringing, a small gesture from another God's whisper, all bringing you to stillness, making you realize that you have been called, you have been prepared, and the power within you is awakening. This is the journey of trials and faith, where you recognize that every step matters, every moment is a lesson, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to mature, and to step into the mission God has bestowed. God's chosen ones, let faith lead you, let the protective light shine, and walk with courage. Challenges may seem impossible, but the power you hold, the power God has given you, is enough to overcome every storm, every shadow, every hardship. And as you move forward, as you trust, as you dare to act on the divine call, you will witness miracles, doors opening, and signs you once overlooked, now testifying to God's guidance and protection. Part 3, Resisting and Overcoming Fear, God's Chosen Ones. As you step into this sacred journey, you will realize that fear, doubt, and opposition never truly leave. That is normal, and it is the greatest challenge God allows to appear, refining your faith. You may feel trembling when facing an important decision, or confused when confronted with those who doubt, mock, or oppose you. But remember, these things never have enough power to stop you if you know how to listen to the divine call within. Let me remind you, God's chosen ones, Deuteronomy 3:16 teaches, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified of them, for the Lord your God goes with you." Feel each word weaving into your soul. Every step, no matter how difficult, even when the light ahead is unseen, carries the invisible protection of the Almighty. You are not alone. Every challenge, every word of opposition, every moment of self-doubt, all are opportunities to strengthen your faith, to recognize the ever-present power and guidance around you. Self-doubt, it is the quietest enemy. You may catch yourself comparing to others they have achievements. Confidence, everything you feel you lack. But remember God's chosen ones. Comparison is a knife that weakens your focus and the power you already possess. Each person has their own path, their own mission, and God has given you exactly what you need to fulfill yours. Do not measure your value by looking at others. Your worth is affirmed by Him alone and only. He knows when and how you will shine. Philippians 4:13 teaches, I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. God's chosen ones. Let this verse seep into every cell, every heartbeat. When fear arises, when doubt creeps in, remind yourself that strength does not come from circumstances, from agreement or recognition of others. It comes from faith, from God's ever-present presence, and from the power He has placed within you. You may feel hesitant when the light ahead seems faint, when darkness envelops all around. But look closely. A faint light still pierces the darkness. A distant bell still reminds you that you are protected. That is a subtle moment where you feel the divine presence, where your heart catches, where you realize that fear is only a veil. And as you step through, you will witness your true power. Imagine standing at the crossroads of your life. One path is filled with trials, the other a safe route suggested by others. And the call within you rings out, walk with me. You feel fear, feel unprepared. Yet in that moment, light pierces the darkness, awakening you. God does not promise the path will be easy, but He promises never to leave you alone. Every step, every decision, every moment you overcome fear is proof of faith, of power, and of His guidance. God's chosen ones. Let me repeat, opposition from others, doubt from within, anxiety from the environment. None of it can stop you if you believe. You are chosen, and the power you hold exceeds anything you have imagined. Let the sacred light protect you. Let God's whisper guide you step by step. A small act, a courageous decision, a silent prayer, all are enough to break fear, opening the path you were long prepared for. Remember, God's chosen ones. Every challenge you encounter is a stepping stone, every moment of fear an opportunity to recognize your faith and latent power. When facing fear, look to the faint light piercing the darkness. Feel the protection surrounding you. This is the subtle moment God uses to remind you that you are never alone, that every step is guided, and that power and strength always dwell within you. Look back at the chosen ones in the Bible. Abraham walked without a map. Gideon rose despite weakness. Moses lifted his hand before the sea. David faced Goliath with a small stone. Esther stood for the destiny of her people. All walked through fear, through doubt, through opposition, and they succeeded by faith, by divine power. God's chosen ones. You are walking the same path. Every step you take, every decision, every brave action testifies to the power you possess and to God's unwavering guidance. Let this moment sink deeply into your soul. When light pierces the darkness, when bells ring, when God's gentle whisper slips into your heart, feel the power awakening within you. Trust, step forward, and do not let any fear stop you. This is the moment you realize you are God's chosen one, that you are strong, and that every challenge is an opportunity to discover that power. And as you continue your journey, always remember, fear, opposition, and doubt are normal, but they are never barriers. If you hold on to faith, keep the light in your heart, and walk empowered. Every moment you move through darkness, every decision daring to trust the light, all are proof that you are on the right path, walking the mission God has prepared for you, and that power and protection are always by your side. Part 4. Signs and Guidance, God's Chosen Ones. Once you have stepped beyond fear and overcome the trials, let me remind you that God never stops sending signs. Every day, every hour, every moment carries a message, a subtle guidance that only your soul can recognize. These signs are not always grand. Sometimes they appear in the smallest of moments, yet they are enough to make you pause, listen, and realize that you are not alone. You may see it in what seems like a chance encounter, Someone enters your life, an unexpected piece of advice, a glance filled with understanding. All of these are signs. Or in the pages of Scripture when you read and a particular verse seems to leap out, resonating within you with a message you had never noticed before. Let that moment sink into your heart. It feels as if God is whispering directly into your soul, guiding you in the right direction, opening the path that once seemed unclear. You may notice an unexpected opportunity appearing at just the right time, or a gentle reminder from someone around you. What may seem like coincidence is in fact divine orchestration. God's chosen ones trust that nothing happens by accident. Every sign is a light guiding your steps, every moment an invisible hand lifting and supporting you. As you begin to recognize these signals, your heart will gradually fill with faith, and you will see that you are never alone on this journey. Imagine the moment you notice a repeated number, 777 or 444, appearing before your eyes in a book, on a clock, or in a dream. Your heart races, your soul stirs. This is a sign of guidance. A faint light piercing the darkness, a bell softly ringing in the night, or a small gesture from another. All remind you that you are on the right path and that power and protection are always present beside you. God's chosen ones. Sometimes you may feel confused when choosing between paths. Sometimes you may face two roads, one clear, one uncertain. But remember, God has prepared all the signs you need to recognize the right path. Faith in His divine arrangement is the key. When you trust in His orchestration, when you notice even the smallest signs, every decision becomes clear, every path leads to safety and spiritual prosperity. You may realize that in the past you overlooked opportunities or gentle reminders that now, in retrospect, reveal their true meaning. A seemingly random encounter, a soft-spoken word, or an unexpected event, all are signs. Learn to recognize them, feel them, and act upon them. As you begin to trust these signals, you will realize an important truth: you are never alone. Every step you take is guided, every decision illuminated by the invisible light God sends. Let me share with you a subtle moment when a chosen one recognizes a sign. You are walking in the night, feeling lost, your mind filled with doubt, and then a small light shines through a window, a bell rings in the distance, someone passes by, offering a simple yet powerful reminder. You pause, heart-catching, realizing that you are never alone, that God is guiding you step by step. This delicate moment fills your heart with comfort, faith, and a sense of power you have never felt before. God's chosen ones. Remember that signs appear continuously, but only those who listen truly recognize them. Every small moment, every unexpected opportunity, every gentle reminder, all are threads connecting you to God. And as you begin to notice these signals, you will feel peace, guidance, and the latent power within you awakening. On this journey, learn to trust divine orchestration. Do not overlook signs, do not hesitate before opportunities, and do not let fear or doubt cloud your perception. God's chosen ones, every step, every decision, every courageous action is evidence that you are on the path God has prepared, and that power, protection, and guidance are always present beside you. You can feel the light piercing the darkness, hear the bell ringing in the distance, sense the invisible protection surrounding you. All are proof of your faith and the guidance you are recognizing. Let this subtle moment sink deeply into your soul, so you understand that you are never alone and that every sign you notice, every opportunity you recognize, is leading you to the next turning point on your sacred journey. God's chosen ones. Walk forward with steadfast faith. Let the light guide you. Listen to every sign, every signal, every opportunity appearing at the right time. Because when you do, you will see that you are not only guided, you are also protected, empowered, and that each step opens doors you never imagined before. And now pause for a moment, take a deep breath. Feel the light, the sounds, the pulse of your soul. Do you see it? You are not alone. Every sign, every opportunity, every gentle reminder is present to help you recognize power, guidance, and faith. This is the moment you understand that you are chosen, that you are guided, and that everything is perfectly arranged for you to continue along your sacred path. Part 5. Commitment and the next step. God's chosen ones. Now, after you have recognized the signs, overcome the trials, listened to the divine call, and felt God's guidance, it is time for an important decision. Are you ready to step forward? Do you dare to trust, to commit to the mission God has prepared just for you? Ask yourself, will you step forward, embrace your destiny? Picture the moment as you stand before the threshold of destiny. Before you lies a path hazy, yet filled with flickering light, surrounded by the shadows of doubt, opposition, and lingering fears. But let the light guide you, God's chosen ones. Every step, however small or slow, is part of the greater plan God has arranged. No moment is meaningless. Every fear, every obstacle, every moment of self-doubt is being used by God to refine your faith, strengthen your power, and prepare you for the next step on your sacred journey. Let me tell you about the climactic moment where power and guidance become clear. You move forward step by step, feeling as if the surrounding darkness gradually melts away. A soft golden light shines through, illuminating your path. Angels appear, standing still yet majestic, as if guarding and confirming your mission. Numbers like 707 or 404 appear before your eyes, not by chance, but as a powerful sign that you are on the right path, that the power within you has awakened, and that God is blessing every step you take. God's chosen ones. This feeling may make you catch your breath, your heart race, your soul overflow with emotion. This is the moment when you realize that every effort, every trial, every moment of worry and uncertainty has been preparing you to step into this turning point. Every step, whether small or courageous, becomes evidence of God's power, faith, and guidance. Let the light lead you. Take a deep breath and feel every vibration in your body, for each breath harmonizes with divine power. You are moving forward, and each step is not just a personal journey, but part of a greater plan, a plan God has prepared for you from long ago. Nothing happens by accident, nothing is lost, and nothing is wasted. Every moment, every decision, every step is significant, accepted, and blessed. You can feel God's presence around you. A gentle warmth spreads through your heart, like an invisible hand resting on your shoulder, reminding you that you are never alone. Old fears, doubts about yourself, pressures from others, all dissolve in the light of faith and power. God's chosen ones feel this moment where you truly recognize your power and mission. As you walk forward with this commitment, remember that every upcoming challenge, every new opportunity, every decision you make is part of the sacred journey. Let the light guide you, listen to the call within, and trust in God's perfect arrangement. You do not need to understand everything right now, for power and guidance will appear at the right time in the right way, exactly as you need. God's chosen ones. This moment is proof that you are ready. Ready to walk with faith, ready to embrace challenges, ready to fulfill the mission God has prepared. Trust that you are being guided, protected, and empowered to overcome every fear, every obstacle, and every doubt. Look back. Abraham walked without a map. Gideon rose despite weakness. Moses crossed the sea. David defeated Goliath. Esther stood for the destiny of her people. And now you too walk God's chosen ones. Every step you take, every decision to trust, every courageous action is evidence that you are on the right path, fulfilling the mission God has set for you. Look around, feel the light shining through the darkness. Hear the soft ringing of bells and recognize the angel's presence, the numbers 777 or 444 appearing before your eyes. All are confirmations, all are proof that you are moving in the right direction. This is the climactic moment where power and faith converge, where you realize God has given you all you need to fulfill your mission. God's chosen ones. Make your commitment, step forward, trust, receive your power, embrace your mission, and walk with the confidence that every experience, every sign, every light you have seen is part of the grand plan God has prepared for you. This is a turning point, a moment to step out of darkness into light and into your own power. And as you walk, remember every step you take on this path is proof of your choice, your faith, and the power you possess. God's chosen ones. Let the light, the signs, the guidance, and the angels protect every step you take. Trust that your mission is sacred, your power eternal, and that the journey you are stepping into will unfold everything God has long prepared for you. God's chosen ones. Now, having listened to every word recognized, every sign overcome, every challenge, and walked with faith, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and feel. Feel that you are never alone. Feel God's invisible hand gently resting on your shoulder, guiding each step. Every trial, every moment of uncertainty, every small light, all are proof that you have been chosen, that you are part of the sacred plan. You are chosen. You are empowered, protected, guided, and walking the path God has prepared for you from long ago. Let this moment sink deep into your soul, so that every breath, every vibration, every light, and every sign guiding you becomes proof of your power and mission. Doubt is gone, loneliness is gone, and you stand firm with faith, knowing that everything unfolds in God's hands and that you are moving in the right direction. God's chosen ones. I invite you to share your feelings so that your voice also becomes a light for other chosen ones. Write Amen in the comments if these words touch your heart. If you feel the awakening, guidance, and power rising within you, share this video with another chosen one so they too can recognize their signs, power, and mission. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, because tomorrow's messages, the next signs, will come to you at the right time in the right way God has arranged. Take a deep breath once more and feel the light piercing through the darkness. Hear the bell ringing. Feel the peace spreading in your heart. This is the most subtle moment where you realize that you are protected, guided, and loved unconditionally. All past fears dissolve, all doubts transform into strength, and you, God's chosen ones, are walking the path God has prepared just for you. Hold on to faith, keep the light in your heart, and walk steadfastly. Let divine power, protection, and guidance accompany you always. And remember, every step you take, every decision you make, is proof that you are chosen part of the greater plan, and that every sign, every opportunity, every light you notice is part of the sacred journey where you become the strongest, most empowered, and most complete version of yourself.